One of my ATMs was averaging just 42 transactions a month. Despite being in a busy location with ideal foot traffic, I was ready to move it until I made a single 30-minute change that cost me less than $75. The following months, my ATM went up to 90 and then it went to over 130 just by making this simple change. The solution wasn't a new location, a lower surcharge, or expensive marketing. It was a simple signage upgrade that most ATM operators overlook. Today I'm sharing the exact signage strategy that transformed this underperforming ATM and how you can apply these same principles to increase transactions across your entire fleet. I had a location that was in the city of Chicago in a very busy area. It was a laundromat. I was excited about putting an ATM into the location. I considered it was going to be a banger, as we like to call it in the ATM world. But what happened is I put the ATM in there and I couldn't put it in the exact spot that I wanted to place it. I had to put it in a different spot. The owner had different ideas than I had. So at that stage, I always go to the owner and I said, look, this is where I think we should place it. Most of the time I'm successful in doing that. Sometimes I'm not. So the owner said, no, I want to place the ATM over here. Well, when we placed the ATM over there, just like I suspected, the transactional volume wasn't there. But I didn't know if it was because of the location in the store or it was just the store itself. So when I asked the location owner, can we move it to the spot that I wanted to? The location owner says, no, this is where I want it. That's just got to stay there. Okay, so I have a choice. Do I move the location ATM out of there and pull ATM? No, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to apply our signage principle and I'm going to ask him, hey, I want to place an ATM sign in the window on both sides of the store. He said, no problem. And I also got stickers for the doors. I placed ATM inside on both of the doors. There was two ways in the laundromat, front and back, and I placed an ATM sticker on there. Therefore alerting the people who are coming into the store, hey, there's an ATM here on property that I can get my money for, because the ATM wasn't in a spot, even in a laundromat, where it was going to be very easily seen. So this increased my transactional volume. And then from there, I discovered these simple three principles: ATM placement principle, signage principle, and the psychological principle. Psychological principle. This is a phenomenon that I've seen over and over again. And for those of you just getting in the ATM business, this is something that goes beyond logic. Here's what I can tell you. When you place an ATM in a very visible spot, people do more volume. A lot of times, if you go into a hotel, they will ask you to place the ATM in what they consider a business center. The business center never makes any money. The owners of the hotel will say, oh, we have an ATM here. It's on property. It's down the hall, around the corner in the business center. This doesn't really do any transactional volume. The best place for a hotel ATM is right next to the front desk. That is always the best spot. It is like putting candy at the checkout lines in a grocery store or a supermarket. ATM placement principle. The ATM placement principle is when you place an ATM in a very high part of the store. If it's in a bar and restaurant, I always like to place it close to the washrooms because that's always, people always visit that. Convenience stores and liquor stores, a lot of times they want you to place it by the door for security reasons, depending on the city. And we're too excited about placing it by the door. I like to place it more by the checkout line. If there's a nice spot where they're checking out or they're buying their liquor, that's always a good spot because they have to walk right by it, and it really is a nice visible spot. Also, it's a more secure spot. Most of the time you have to place your ATM in a very visible spot and a high traffic area, even inside the store, to really gravitate and get more transactions. Signage principle. Sometimes, even when you have your ATM in the location, it's not really visible. You have to place signage throughout the store, maybe on the doors, put stickers. And I'm a big proponent of this, is hang a sign in the window. That alerts the outside world that you have an ATM on property. Also lets the people knowing who are coming into the store or just doing their business that there's an ATM on property. Also, the outside world, it drives traffic to the location because you have an ATM sign in the window. For a minimum investment of less than $100, the signage principle always works and drives traffic. I've never seen it not drive traffic, and it always helps increase your transactional volume. So people always ask me, Phil, how do I increase my transactional volume? And I tell them, are you following these three principles? Psychology principle, ATM placement principle, and signage principle. If you follow those three principles, you will increase your transactional volume, but you would be surprised how many people in the ATM business or are thinking about being in an ATM business don't follow those principles, and then they suffer the consequences when their transactional volume is low. So if you're thinking about starting your own profitable ATM business, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist. The the 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success. You can earn between $250 and $1,500 in passive income every single month. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and please join the ATM Mastermind group page. Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you at the next ATM Mastermind video.